YouTube, what's the deal? It's your boy Infinite. Man, I just wanted to drop this video. This has been on my mind. This is for my infinite minds. Over here, we call each other infinite minds. You know, people use the term chosen ones, all that. We infinite minds because we think infinite. We're trying to learn infinite. Every day we're getting better, and it's infinite. It's non-stop. So that's what we do over here. Go ahead and hit the like. Go ahead and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'm about to be dropping a dope video right now talking about why it's your time. So go ahead and do that. Leave an infinity sign in the comments and I'm gonna get to it. So I'm gonna tell you why it's your time. You already been knew it was your time. This is something that you already knew. You were already aware of it, you feel me? But for some odd reason, when it being your time, you just lost focus. I don't know if you forgot to look in the mirror or you forgot who you were or you let other people get into your head, but it's for surely your time. You already got everything that you need and the pieces to the puzzle. Now it's about implementing what you know how to do and not letting the terror barrier get to you. So a terror barrier is like when you set that goal or you say what you're gonna do in your mind and you're trying to attract it, all these what ifs and what if this happens, what if that happens, what if this person judges me, or what if it works? That should be the only thought. What if it works? You feel me? So when these terror barriers come up, man, you gotta go full throttle. Like, you know how it's a speed bump and you're supposed to stop at speed bumps? When you see a terror barrier, you're supposed to ram through that mug. Supposed to get a sledgehammer and knock down the doors, man. So I know this message is for somebody. I know somebody's letting some type of fear cloud their judgment. And that's fine. You can let it for a little bit because you can be aware of it and then you can know how to move. But constantly living in it and not living up to your full potential and not really thinking for yourself, having others think for you or be a follower, it's just weird. Like, not being able to think for yourself, like, it's just weird to me. Like, I'ma always be a person, and I know that y'all are the type because you clicked on the video. And if you're not, this video is probably gonna irritate your soul because you don't understand the way that we think. You don't understand that people can get stuff done on their own, using their own mind without thinking so much in like being a follower mentality. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I just think that it's a lot of terror barriers that we put upon ourselves and terror barriers with our mind and with people that we keep around us in our life when they don't necessarily even need to be there. It could be somebody holding us back. We don't need them in our life, but we're letting them hold us back, and we know that they're toxic and they're not good for us. Like, it could be a family member or a friend. Every time you're talking about your ideas, what your purpose is, they're not supporting you. They're talking negative about you. All the things that can go wrong, or they don't believe in you. Because maybe you were a certain way. Maybe you were in the streets. Maybe you were doing something else. Now you're changing your life and people don't look at you the same. They want you to be the old you. They want you to go back and do the old things that you were doing. And I just think that it's funny. Change is supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? Change is supposed to happen. So the main thing is just focusing on yourself, minding your business. You know what I'm saying? Minding your business and moving in silence is the best thing to do. Because when you do that and you have those terror barriers, you can work through the issues on your own. You're not really letting people know what you got going on. You're not telling them all your goals and plans. Because if you got all these goals and plans and then you tell people, and then the stuff doesn't work out, they're going to be checking on an update for you every single day. Like, oh, how's that new business that you're doing? I thought you said you were going to have this done by that, which is going to create more anxiety on you, maybe even more self-doubt, more of a terror barrier, because now you're going to be wondering like, man, I put out the info before I even had all this stuff done. And now it's going to kind of put out like that energy that you did it already, and people are going to be expecting it. And especially your haters, if you didn't do and you didn't meet the deadline that you meant, that's going to make their soul happy. That's going to be when they're just coming up to you. Oh, did you get that website done? Did you do that? So the main thing is just keep everything to yourself. And when you're having those terror barriers, just deal with them on your own and work through it. And if you're not having terror barriers, that means your goals aren't big enough. Yeah, terror barriers are bad, but everybody should have them, because you should be thinking on a big scale where it's unbelievable to people. Where people are like, oh, how could he do that? I can't do it. How can he do it? Or he'll never do that. Or she'll never make it. Or this and that. You want people that think that your goal is so ridiculous that you can't do it. Like, look at the Wright brothers. They literally said that they were going to fly a plane. Now that seems normal because everybody's used to it. That's like the norm now. They have like driving cars, but think about literally, just try to think and meditate on this. Like how it felt when he was saying that he's going to make a plane fly. He seemed crazy. He was probably ostracized. People were looking at him like, yeah, right? Like they thought he was crazy. But what? He got the last laugh. He believed and he made it happen. That's the same thing that you got to do with these terror barriers. Just believe. Don't worry about other people's opinion. If you believe what you're doing is right and what you got to be doing, and you know what you're doing has a purpose, and you're progressing every day, working towards your purpose, it shouldn't matter what other people think. You should just go fully at it like the Wright brothers. The decision in your mind should be made, and you should just be like, man, I'm going to just do it. Whether it's, building an airplane, whether it's, going back to school, joining the military, starting a side business or a side hustle or online business, doing fitness, start like being in the gym more, like doing YouTube videos, whatever it is, and that you met your mind up, do it. Don't let other people put their worry onto it and ask you like, well, why would people listen to you? Why not? Because I've been through things. I have a lot of experience, and I've worked on myself a lot. And there's other people going through the same exact things that I'm going through. So maybe if I told them, they could not waste their time and be aware of the certain obstacles and the things that we all deal with. That's why. So after you see, the barriers in your mind are just self-doubt and a lot of other people's energy, you're just gonna laugh at it. And shoot, I'm here to keep y'all focused, and y'all are here to keep me focused. So that's why I'm putting it out there. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and hit the like and the subscribe button, and go ahead and comment if you didn't, and talk about your opinion with, terror barriers. If you've ever had a terror barrier where it was something that you thought you couldn't do, and you set the goal, but it was just in your mind, and you really just did it because you were locked in and you believed in yourself. Go ahead and talk about it in the comments. Let me know. Because it's something that I have a constant battle with, but I'm definitely getting better with it. So now, like, we can keep each other accountable on just making sure that we're not self-doubting ourselves when we know we have the potential to do whatever it is, And what I'm doing is adding to the YouTube algorithm and talking from the soul and putting my message out there. So it's not even a message, it's a voice. It's however people take it. So with that being said, Infinite hears you, Infinite receives you. On until the next video. Love y'all, fam.